My dad's ex-mistress showed up at my house randomly, saying, "Hey, it's time you meet your half-sister." When I was 10, my parents split up because my mom found out my dad has gotten his mistress pregnant when she showed up to our house during my birthday party. My dad denied the baby was his, but the mistress had some damning evidence of an affair, which she showed my mom in front of me. Yeah, it was a traumatic experience, and I could not celebrate my birthday for a long time. My parents eventually got back together when I was 13, and I never heard about the baby again. They've recently retired and downsized. My husband bought my childhood home from them, which is where we currently live. Last week, my dad's former mistress showed up to my house with a girl. I wasn't home, so my husband let them in to wait, as they kept insisting the girl was my sister, and they had something urgent to tell me. I asked them to leave as soon as I saw her, but she kept insisting she had to talk to me. She claimed my dad never gave her child support, and that he abandoned his daughter because of me. They've been struggling for a long time, and now with this virus, they've lost their home. She called to ask and see if my dad could help, then she realized that he moved. She kept insisting I let them stay for a few days. When I told her no, she started begging me to give her my dad's new address, but I refused. She tried to physically take my phone from me to get the information. My husband intervened and told her to leave or he would call the police right now. They left. They've since come to my house twice again and have been harassing me over Facebook. I've tried blocking them, but they keep making new accounts. My husband is insisting I let him send them a cease and desist letter so that I can get a restraining order if their behavior continues. I'm hesitant, and why is because the girl sent me a really long letter over Facebook yesterday claiming she just wanted to get a chance to know her dad and sister. She apologized for the way her mom was handling this and claimed she was only behaving this way because she was desperate. She asked me again for my dad's number. If she is my sister, she has a right to know my dad, and I don't want to prematurely burn any bridges. However, my dad and mom are in a good place right now, and I don't want to ruin that. They've had a very happy marriage these past 15 years, and I know if my dad lets his other daughter in, it'll destroy that. I know my reasoning is selfish, but I feel like if he had wanted to know her, he would have contacted her himself. What do I do? Do I help them? Drop your comments down below. So that was a crazy story. I'm actually leaning way towards the villain of this story being the father. I know OP and the mistress, they had kind of a clashing going on, but the father's the one who basically abandoned his family, did not pay child support, and is now having to deal with this with OP. Guys, let me know your exact thoughts on this in the comment section down below. The next story that we're going to look at is an Am I the A-hole story. Am I the a-hole for telling my ex that her child isn't mine, so I'm not sending her any money? I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Let's hop right into story number 2. I'm a 23-year-old male and just recently got back in contact with my ex, 22 female Laura. We broke up 3 years ago after I walked in on her and my friend, Mark. She contacted me through Instagram from a new account since I blocked her on her main. She told me that when we broke up, she found out she was pregnant, and it was already too late for an abortion. This was before abortions were banned, by the way. She then said that she's struggling financially to take care of, quote, my 2-year-old son, and needs me to send her money. I told her that we could meet somewhere to talk about this, and that I'll need a paternity test to see if the child is mine. And she sent me a photo of him and told me that there was no need for a test when he looks just like me. She even said that he has my eye color, which is stupid, because we both have brown eyes and so does my friend. I told her once again that we could meet somewhere and that I would need a paternity test before I would send her any money. She told me that I should stop holding on to the past and that the child's mine because we had sex before I caught her with my friend. And I told her that if she doesn't want a paternity test, then I'm most likely not his father, and she should bother Mark instead of me. She got angry and began cursing and calling me names. So I logged out of Instagram and plan to log back in tomorrow to see if she's calmed down, and agreed to take this paternity test. But I feel bad because of the way I handled this situation. So I have to ask, am I the a-hole? I'm going to say for this one, not the a-hole is a reasonable answer, because all OP wants to do is do it the proper way and try to get it done properly. I want to read this comment. Not the a-hole. Let her file officially and do it the proper way, since she sounds like she could be a highly manipulative person. The family courts cannot issue child support or child custody orders until paternity is established. What do you guys think of this situation? Have you ever known anyone in a similar situation? Drop your thoughts down below, and we're going to hop into our final story of the day. Am I the a-hole for getting the police called on my shoplifting stepdaughter? Guys, this one's pretty intense. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and let's jump right into it. I have mixed feelings about this one, and I'm not sure if I did the right thing. So, as any logical person would do, I turn to you guys for answers on the interwebs. I'm 41 female, my stepdaughter's 17 female. And I'm not married to, but dating and cohabiting with her father, 47 male, for the last year and dating for 2.5. Anyways, I don't have any biological children and never intend on having any, personally. Well, I met my current partner, and at first I was super apprehensive about him having a daughter. Although the mom is present and active in the daughter's life, and I'm not expected to do any mothering, his daughter lives with him simply because she prefers to. He promised me she's a really good kid and almost an adult when she'll be leaving for college, so it wasn't a problem. I was very naive because since I've moved in, I've been subject to plenty of meltdowns over her dad dating someone who isn't mom, and her acting out a lot by coming home very late in the night and stealing his car keys and joyriding with friends. None of it's been very serious, of course, but we haven't gotten along even though I've tried to find something we have in common. She seems to dislike me on principle. On to a few days ago. I was doing some shopping when I ran into my stepdaughter in an unidentified discount supermarket. She was with a few friends. I panicked, silly as it sounds, and hid so she did not see me because I did not want her to feel awkward in front of her friends. And I don't know how much she has told them about me or what, and that's her business. Anyways, I tried to do the rest of my shopping while avoiding the group when I saw my stepdaughter slip some makeup products into her purse with ease. I wish I hadn't seen it, but I did, and I kept watching to see if they did it again, and saw a few friends slipping things in their pockets and bags as well. She ended up spotting me, at this point I was watching them, and her face went really white, and they started to head to the checkout to buy a few bags of sweets. I watched them pay, and they did not pay for the things they stole. So I informed the security guard of what I've seen. I thought she would just get a warning or something and get scared and never do it again. Long story short, they called the police, and apparently they've been building a case on her and her friends for a few months now. She's stolen several $100s of merchandise. They were basically waiting for it to hit a certain amount, so it was worth pursuing if I understood it correctly. My boyfriend is super mad, and is saying I should have just spoken to her and told her the risk. Instead of that, I called the police and now they're involved. They will pursue it for sure, and it'll probably destroy her future at the college she's worked very hard to get into. I do have mixed feelings because I would have done the same with anyone I caught shoplifting because I believe that's the right thing to do. But I'm also being called a major a-hole from every direction. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below, am I the a-hole for calling the police? I don't know, this one's a hard one. I know stealing is like one of the worst things to me, but maybe since she's not directly her actual bio parent, maybe she should have told her father first, or even told her, hey, what are you doing? And then found a way to punish her, because, I don't know, bringing in the police like that is probably going to ruin her future. But the other side of it makes me just think, well, she deserved it. She's shoplifting. So let me know what you guys would do down below. Would you go around and go ahead and contact the police directly at that exact moment like OP did? Or would you try to talk to her later on, tell her father what happened, and try to go from there? I would love to know your opinion on that one, so drop it down in the comment section. That's all the content I have for you today. I hope each and every one of you have an amazing day, and as always, Mr. Redito will catch you tomorrow.